is bad enough that I don't know how to put this on video for the world to see. I foresee things and I'm very clear, but at the same time, I have chemo brain and ADHD, which I slipped through the cracks my whole life until I was 29. I'm still realizing the effects 13 months after my last chemo, and I will tell the story in another clip and I'll connect it all. But I take care of my grandmother, and she's 97. And I noticed that a decline or something depreciating in her ways that she always was. And I forget where I put my medical marijuana, which is like really bad. But I find it. And she just told me she doesn't know where she put her wallet. None of this went anywhere. I saw it on the kitchen table. I don't know. Things like that disappear in the house. Excuse me. Things like that disappear in the house all the time, and I don't know. Had some freaky situations happen to me with the necklace. December 6th, like 2 something in the morning, because it was before I left to take my aunt that was doing the Ouija board with me. I had gotten a necklace from Wish, which, you know, it was like a ball and chain military type of deal. A little charm of 2 skeletons and missionary. I'm on the phone, please. And I was in the shower because I had came back before I drove her to go to the airport. And I gotta move. And I lost my train of thought. It's so hard with the energies and the way things are this whole year. I mean, aside from COVID. What was, oh yes, so this, I didn't really want to even say it in front of my grandmother, and I love that tree. You talk to trees, you talk to spirits. I don't know, it sounds crazy, but oracles. Yeah, so it was a little thing about this big, too big to go down into the shower drain. The drain is about the hole, maybe like that. So like not even the size of my eye. When they're closed, like China, like right now. But so yeah, I'm in the shower rinsing off, and like I always take this off, and because that was new, I didn't even have it for 5 days. And the fact that I do healing baths and by candlelight, there's no explanation for why the ball and chain piece opened and the chain was on my arm, and I took it and I looked in the shower, felt around. I'm like, well, I'm not going to check this now. So let me, you know, after I'm done with the whole process, let me, look. And I did. And this thing is word to, for the love of humanity and decency and everything in creation. This thing is nowhere to be found. I don't know why. It's unexplainable. Unless I find it, I don't have an explanation for this. And normally there's a scientific explanation for it. And if there's not, I will feel the vibes. Or my instinct will tell me, or something. And I guess that's what intrigues me to learn everything. because whatever I don't have answers for, I want to know answers for. I mean, I've used to read magazines when I was a teenager. Like, I know so many useless and unuseless knowledge I have. That's ridiculous. I could talk for days. I mean, it's never ending. Because I'm sure whatever, if I just tell my, maybe a portion, a couple months of anything, give me a year, and I'll tell you probably the most insane story of my life. It's the card I've been dealt. It's freaking amazing. I love it, and I embrace it, and I do everything in my power to make sure that I can make it better, and that's what I do, and I have messages, and this is why I love you guys, because you're willing to watch and listen. People, it's scary. The world is asleep. Most people are. People have eyes, yet they do not see. People have ears, yet they don't hear. The age of technology, I've always hated it. Since the first time I ever saw a computer. I believe it was 1987. I was in first grade or second. Could have been 88. I don't know. I'm not clear on the year, but yeah, when they had us, there was like maybe 20 of us in the class, two to a computer. Maybe we had to alternate. Maybe it was, no, I think those classrooms were crowded. It was like 40 or 50 to a class, so we had to stay on the line, and then two per computer. There were only, I believe, 6 to 8. And I was like, this is not good. And me always having the love of cars. And I was a mechanic in a shop for 11 years. There's not too many of those. For reals. So, yeah. I don't know where this woman put her wallet. Say hi. Say hi to the Kusties. Kust. That's how you pronounce my last name. Kust. German. Wunderbar. Guten Tag. Hi, Bushy. My boop. Oh, I'm not gonna have boobs, and next week at this time I'll be saying I'm not gonna have any breasts whatsoever. And I know it probably sounds sick to a lot of people, and I get it. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah. See. My left rib is constantly in pain. And if I could show you the difference of the cuts that I have on each side, from the right to the left. The right side healed, then closed, and looks great. The left is like I just had surgery last week, right? And because it has moved and the seam is in the middle, I'm constant pain. So,
Harry?
Oh, there she goes. I'm gonna have to get to you guys. Till next time. The fuck, man? Come on. Can you do me a favor and turn that back on? Why? I don't know where you put it.
I found it.
Okay, where was
I
it?
had to do my examination in my head, and I said, I remember putting it behind something. And then that's where I found it, on something.
Yeah.
There. You want the light on?
Yes, please, because I don't have
The doors are
I don't
locked.
have the vlogging kit with
The
me,
door's
and I'm
locked?
yes, please. This is why I make videos elsewhere. Huh. It was easy when Tia Chao estaba aquí, when Tia Chao was here. I miss her. Hear my cat. He came purring for me. He's about a foot and a half away from me. He's here. Hi, say hi, puppy. Hi, Demo. He's 14, so well, cat years. You know how cat years works? Every year, in until they're no, every month until they're 2 is like a year for them. So when they're 2, they're 24. So and after that, every year is 4 years. So every 3 months is a year. So I believe he's like 77, gonna be 78. His birthday, I made it my birthday because I got him exactly 2 months after my birthday, and he was about 2 months old. Do the math, it's not rocket science. Funny thing, how Damien got his name. Damien was so small. I have small hands. I'll actually show you a picture. I'll put it like right here. Yeah, his body was the size of my palm, and his paws were slightly longer than my fingers. And when I looked underneath, I said, "Oh, okay, I don't see or feel anything." So it's a girl. Given the name Daisy, pretty name. It has kind of like a color of a daisy, and yeah, when I got him fixed, I was at work. I did direct sales at the time. No. Please leave it on.
Huh?
Please leave it on.
That light.
Leave it.
Well,
please leave it.
Please what?
Please leave it.
The red light?
Yes.
Okay, talk a little louder.
I keep telling you. I am so not used to everything. The changes in her. Yeah, I first saw this when she was 92, that this was going to happen. I first saw her getting worse, but I did not have the clarity at that time because I didn't realize all this about me being like Oracle or Claire. Or, I don't really like to use the word. I don't like it. To me, just talking about it is almost like putting myself up on a pedestal. Because, well, you know why I think like that? And I know this because I know that there's many haters out there. And thank you to all my haters, because let a hater hate. You cannot bring me down. I'm unshakable, baby. My roots are very, very, very deep. And this spirit is old, like before ancient Egypt, pyramid times, old. This is me. I can't get too deep on it, but I mean, you could read my body language on it, give me a lie detector test. I have no problem. I'm very, very transparent. Tell it like it is. People don't like the truth. Oh, they hate you. I have been called mean, nasty, rude, and I'm sure many, many, many other things. I just don't care to focus on negative things. I don't surround myself with negative people. That's why it's very hard, and I have my escapes, and thank the Lord for weed. 420 all day. Because the pain and the added stress and the fact that I have family and she has sons. And I, oof, you want to hear some shit? These pains are making me feel like I have a bad heart. Oh. Nothing lasts forever. That's why I could take it. I just pray there's no complications. In the surgery, like, what if it's... What? I just had to take care of something before I said this. What if it's a rare case? I don't know, I think of the most outlandish things because I've seen and heard, and I know the realities of very many things that, like, they put it in wrong, and that's the reason why it moved, but at the same time, it's like stuck and healed because it wrapped around the vein or an artery, or I don't know, because this shit ain't normal. It's really not. I don't usually even... I don't know if this is effects of chemo brain or a mixture of slight chemo brain because of the nerve damage, which is fine. I could take that. I want to say the F word so bad, but I don't want this to be taken down because it's important. But I forgot my thought. And so I was making ugly faces. But yeah, I never did this before. You know, maybe it's now the thought came back. What if it's a mixture of the nerve damage and the something being wrong inside? But I know, because I have the powers that be on my side, that everything's gonna be alright. I'm preparing for it. I gotta get more white candles tomorrow. For everything to turn out right. And then the moon, and to top it off, the vibes. Subscribe for more. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not used to doing the channel like I had one years ago, and well, life is totally different for me now. And my advice to people is don't judge anybody. Because you know what? Illnesses and mental illness and addiction, and I say illnesses because of my health, addiction because I'm an ex-addict of 23 years. And I say ex because I know that I will not go back to the drugs that I did. If you are on drugs or know somebody, do not tell them that it's a disease. It is not. I say that very firmly because I started doing drugs at 16. And I did them for 23 years. I had 2 years clean twice. And a little bit, 6 months here, 6 months there, but I've had, I don't know if it's 23, but it's over 20 years for sure. 22 to 23. So I know firsthand what it's like to be on both sides of the spectrum. Yes, I have scars on my arms. So what? Everybody has a past. If you say you don't, you're lying. I'm just real. You can't hate reality. If you hate reality and don't like what people say, you have to take a look at the fact that why. And don't answer me. These are questions for you to ask yourself when I tape myself talking. Ask yourself why. Why do I do these things? I'm very in touch with my inner child. I always have been. Until my realization of everything, I didn't know. Now that I do, things are like, it's at rocket speed. Like they went with their Operation Lightning or whatever they call it in COVID. And to all, and I will get back to you. And like and subscribe with the post bell if you want to keep up with my life as I come up with more videos, okay? Because this is going to get interesting. I don't even know what's going to happen in my life next, okay? Love to all. Take care.